Welcome to the Harmony of the Seas in May of 2022. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick from Oakland Travel, and it is a sea day. It is actually the last 2 sea days of our 7-night cruise. We're heading back to Port Canaveral at this point in the video, and mid-morning had breakfast, so just kind of wandering the ship a little bit. Getting ready to go do some shopping over in the port merchants area of the ship. And with it being an Oasis class, you got that nice big wide Royal Promenade as you can see here, and so that means that the shopping is pretty decent because they have plenty of room in there inside the stores to offer, you know, pretty nice selection of stuff. We've seen on some of the smaller ships where the shopping can be a little bit limited just because they don't have enough space. So I know there was something specific that Maria was looking for when we came in here. I don't remember what it is now because it's been too long since the cruise, and I think when we were walking around, I don't think I actually said anything on video as to what she was looking for. But you know, under the guise of like trying to show everything there is about cruising, figure record some video here in the store just so you get an idea of some of the things that they offer here on Harmony of the Seas in the general, sort of the general store, so to speak. You know, cigarette lighters, you got little walkie-talkies there, razor. I mean, a pretty nice little selection of like just general things that you might need during the cruise. The sunblock over there, toothpaste. The one thing that might still be missing, I can't remember if we saw it in here or not, was some of like stuff for headaches and things, because I remember during the pandemic they removed a lot of that stuff from the general stores, because if you were in that situation where you needed that, I think they wanted you to go to the report to the ship's, you know, medical center or whatever. So obviously that stuff will start to come back as we get farther and farther away from the pandemic. But I remember when we went on the Adventure of the Seas, I think, right at the beginning of the cruise restart, if you went into the general store on the ship back then, you could not find anything for a cold or headache or anything like that, because they thought you might have COVID, so they wanted you to go to the ship's, you know, medical center. As you can see, all of the cigarettes are still there. You know, I wonder if one of these days in the future we will stop seeing these. But you know, if you're a smoker, you can still buy cigarettes in bulk, duty-free. So I guess it might actually be worth it to save a little bit of money. Of course, lots of snacks and the ever-present selection of alcohol, as you can see. These are probably some pretty decent deals on some of these larger bottles, considering that they're duty-free. And, you know, the pricing in general, of course, without all that sales tax and everything, you might save a little bit of money. Now, of course, if you buy something here in the general store during the cruise, then what they'll do is they'll hold it and they won't bring it to your stateroom until like, is it the night before? Because you're supposed to be packing. So, yeah, I guess they bring it like the night before the end of the cruise, or like the last day of the cruise, like in the evening. So they basically bring it to you like just in time for you to essentially pack it in your suitcase or whatever it is, or your carry-on or something to take it off the ship. So, you know, they don't want you buying it here in the store and then just taking it back to your room and drinking it or whatever, as opposed to going to the bars and stuff. So that's been a policy of the cruise lines since we've been cruising for almost 20 years. So, but as you can see, as we kind of move around through the store and pan the camera around a little bit here and there, a nice selection of all the different types of liquors, and, you know, some pretty good sized bottles, some rare liquors and stuff like that. So again, the size of the ship, they have plenty of room in the store to display a lot of things that you wouldn't see on some of the smaller ships.